Welcome to Highlang Residence. The name came from our client's heritage and means wave in Mandarin. The structure itself is synonymous with the shapes and the movement of waves, which was created by building designer Jason Harb from JIH Building Design. This home is like nothing Australia has seen before. It has been a cumulative collaboration between building designer, Birdblack Design as the interior designers, and our build team Aspire Constructions. The interior design had to work harmoniously with the architecture of the home. This harmony is shown through our selections, the layout, the design elements and the furniture as well. Every element has been considered to make sure that it seamlessly flows together. The exterior of this home allows for the architecture to speak for itself. We didn't want to distract or disguise it with different materials or layering of products, so we kept it very minimal and simplified. The goal was to create a predominantly white home. The roof colour plays off the greys and blues of the ocean which lay opposite the property. The stark white allows your eyes to follow the curves of the home without any distraction from materials outside. The roof design and material choice is the standout of this project. The aluminium cladding hugs tight to the structure, creating an ebb and flow for your eye to follow. It is impossible to walk past this home without it drawing your attention skywards towards the magnificent curves and symmetrical balance of the home's front facade. The aluminium-clad roofline wraps down each side of the home, which completely envelops the attic level, allowing for privacy for our homeowners and for the full frontage views to the ocean to be captured like a picture frame. Highlang Residence pushes the boundaries in way of design, engineering, construction methods and interior detailing, so let's go check it out. Coming into the home, you are met with our customised liquid metal textured front door. This is the introduction to what is the feature metal finish throughout this home. We have chosen a copper base with a layered patina finish over the top. Guests to the home will find this finish scattered throughout the home, bringing continuity and cohesion. The entry itself is a beautiful, expansive design. As you come in, you are greeted with an incredible curved mezzanine level. This draws your eyes up to the two Mondalucci pendant lights sitting above. The entry has been kept quite simple. We wanted the architecture to speak for itself and to allow your eyes to glide up and take in the vast and warm open space. The lift to the upper floors has been customised in a brass finish, which picks up on the other brass elements within the home. Directly in front of you in the entry is a niche, which hosts a very special piece of art, an heirloom piece that our homeowners desired to be placed somewhere prominent within the home. Leading down into the family room, you'll note on the floor we have used a French vanilla marble, which sets the tone for the whole home. Whilst the exterior is white, we wanted the interior to be very homely and warm. This marble provides a lovely neutral base for all of our cabinetry and furniture to sit on quite beautifully. In the family room, some key focal points are the floating bench, which is in the liquid metal finish, our four-sided feature fireplace, which is a dual-sided gas fireplace. The idea of this fireplace is to allow your eyes to flow through the space into the dining room and not be obstructed by a solid structure. The tile on the fireplace is paying homage to an oriental design in its 3D form, a beautiful handmade Japanese tile. What is impressive about this home is that while the facade is generous in scale, the internal spatial planning feels zoned proportionally to ensure that a homely aesthetic is achieved. The dining room is quite simple in its design. We have included two hand-blown frosted glass pendant lights which sit above the dining table, bringing zoning to the space. This space is quite a minimalistic area for our homeowners to entertain in. The softness of the sheer curtain with concealed LED lighting behind creates an elegant backdrop to this open plan area of the home. The main kitchen is certainly the hero feature of this home. The kitchen island was inspired by waves and the hull of a boat. We knew that the overall size of the island would be quite large, so we aimed to not have it too monolithic, but rather have the three-dimensional aspect of it curved as to soften and lighten what is such a heavy piece. The copper finish adorns the island and the range hood. We have achieved a lovely gradation from dark to light to add another layer of interest to the space. The overall tone of the home is harmonious. We don't want too many elements competing against each other, but rather have it paired back and complementary, as you can see with the matching marble on the floor and bench tops. The splashback and our secret door that leads into the wet kitchen behind is in a micro cement finish. This texture and toning were again to be complementary to the French vanilla marble throughout the home. The wet kitchen's sole purpose is to serve our homeowners functionally. This is where the majority of their cooking and preparation will happen, so it needed to serve as cooking, nightly meals, breakfast, tea and coffee. Every element in here is based around function. Bench space and storage were key for this space. The beauty of this space is that you can close the door and the mess is hidden from the main entertaining spaces of the home. In the alfresco area, we have chosen the same French vanilla marble stone for the flooring, but in an external finish so that it's suitable for outdoor use. Just a lovely and welcoming area for our homeowners to enjoy and relax. It's perfect to have a cup of tea in the morning or a glass of wine in the evening. The X-shaped featured column provides an architectural viewpoint in this entertaining area and allows for this space to feel zoned against the surrounding green space. Coming back up through the entry, we head to the study. The study is used as a home office, so we needed to make sure 2 people could sit comfortably and work. We wanted to make it feel luxurious. We chose to design joinery that looks like furniture pieces rather than a typical study desk. We have introduced the curves in here in the bench top and the feature face of the drawers as well. You can see the elements of our copper are now tied with little snippets of brass in the framing and the inlays of the open shelves above. Our homeowners desired a space where they could take off their shoes as they enter their home from the carport. This custom designed shoe cabinet was made for this purpose. The ground floor powder room is really a wow factor of this home, being quite visually impacting in the way it looks. We have carried through the warm beige tones as well as the brass and gold tones that we have seen throughout the home. The aim for this space was to create the visual appeal of a 6-star hotel suite. The fittings and fixtures of this room are really quite architectural in their design, so that they almost feel like art pieces with the pedestal basin and the ceiling mounted basin spout. The wallpaper features a mural with the moon print and the birds flying overhead. The laundry and mudroom tie in together in the way that they feel. Here we have added in an element of colour with our mint green marble mosaics on the floor. This flooring adds a textural component to the spaces and provides a more casual appeal to these areas. The bench tops in both of these spaces are porcelain, so very hard wearing. A key feature for this mudroom was that it had to accommodate our homeowners' pets. This was an important aspect of the brief. That was to provide a space for the dogs to sleep at night, and so this middle plinth island bench was created to lay their cushions for their rest times. The bench top above is quite practical for attending to the meals and water bowls for their pets. On the far side of the mudroom is a customised washing and drying station for the pets. On the left-hand side, the dogs can be washed from head to tail, and on the right-hand side is designed so that pets can be dried off. Adding to the design, we have installed pull-out hand showers so that the sinks can be cleaned out after use. Leading up the stairs from the ground to the first floor is the first introduction of our feature microcement, which flows throughout the home. This microcement plaster finish is customised specifically for this home. It has an incredible variation in the pattern and texture of it. You'll see flecks of gold and silver flakes that have been hand thrown into the mix to create a spectacular wall covering for what would otherwise have been a plain wall. The first floor of this home is dedicated to the multiple bedrooms our clients specified. This is an intergenerational family home, as we have the parents of our homeowners coming to live with them. Each suite has been designed with its own private ensuite and robe space. It was very important that rather than considering these as guest bedrooms, that we wanted to individualise the spaces to make them feel quite personal to those who would spend their time in them. There are 4 bedrooms on this floor. Each of the rooms have a different tone of wallpaper. We have specifically chosen this watercolour water lily print to adorn on the walls in the bedrooms, reflecting back to the Oriental heritage, but really adding personality and vibrancy to these rooms. All of the colours selected reflect the colours that you see from the windows, so really inviting the exterior's colours into the interior. The bathrooms and robes all match within this level. We really wanted the hero to be the wallpaper on the walls, and so we have kept the bathrooms warm and inviting but quite minimalistic in their design. The walls are finished in microcement, and our French vanilla marble makes another appearance on the floors, the bench tops, and wherever you see stone in the niches, the shower seats and the shower ledges. The highlight metal finish on this level is brass. Our vanities are all custom finished in a liquid metal, and all of the tabware and accessories are Australian-made brushed brass. The general flooring on this first floor is an engineered oak floor, running through the hallway and all of the bedrooms. This provides a homely and soft experience underfoot. Coming up to the attic level, this floor is purely dedicated to the primary suite of the home. The timber flooring carries up through the stairs and flows throughout. The feature micro cement is on all of the walls and the ceilings in this space. This is quite an incredible ceiling that we were working with in this design. The architecture of the curves and the engineering that has gone into this is one of a kind, so we really wanted to just pare it back and allow the texture of the micro cement and the lighting design to highlight and feature the curves without distraction. The attic level powder room was very much the opposite palette of its counterpart on the ground floor. We wanted a powerful impact and breathtaking wow factor as you open the door. You can see the walls are clad in this incredible organic shaped wallpaper with a dark ceiling to match, and our floors are in a custom glass mosaic in a pattern that is called wave. So again, picking up the architecture and the curves that have been incorporated throughout the interior. The brass and gold elements are also scattered throughout. The basin in this room is a handmade crystal plant basin with a linear handmade quality to the exterior of it. This is the welcoming point of what you will see in the primary ensuite with the bath and the matching basins in there as well. Coming up through the hallway, just note the LED lighting that uplights onto the ceiling. There are no downlights on this level. Everything is softly lit to flood up and reflect back down into the space, creating a really soft and warm glow throughout. The walls are clad in our timber veneer that we have specified throughout the home. This veneer is a soft blonde timber with a very tight structured grain, which provides a subtle texture to it. We wanted the simplicity and consistency of having one timber running throughout the home. As you enter the hallway, on one side we have the micro cement, on the other side we have the timber veneer panels with brass inlays, which is somewhat of a welcoming parade coming into this masterpiece, which is the walk-in robe area. The curves of this design on the robes leading up into the ceiling are again one of a kind in the way this has been manufactured. The custom detailing of the plasterwork and micro cement finish is an attribute that took the artisans countless hours to perfect, the end result speaking for itself. The feature of the dressing table with the elements of the liquid metal copper and the suspended mirror from the ceiling provide a really beautiful and luxurious space for our homeowners to sit down and get ready of a morning. All of the internals of the robes have been customised and designed to meet the requirements of the individual users. As we lead into the primary ensuite, the feature of this area is the Azul Roma marble, which is inlaid on the floor and then wraps up behind the bath and the shower, creating a U-shaped cocoon that provides a base and a highlight for our feature bath. The vanities either side are in the copper finish, which ties into the dressing table and brings cohesion and continuity in the spaces. The middle section of the ensuite is like a catwalk, with the stunning stone, the bath on one side and the curved opening to the shower space on the other side. Coming now through the robe area into the primary bedroom, we have these custom-made timber veneer frame fluted glass doors that swing out for easy access and to provide privacy into the bedroom space. The first thing you see when you come into the primary bedroom is this custom curved wall behind the bed. This was designed and constructed to act like an oversized bed head, very much framing and bringing an intimate space around the bed. All of the aspects from the bedroom and this living space up here were designed to continually draw your eye out to the views of the beachfront and ocean. The connection of the split orientation of roof lines in this primary suite level add a layer of luxury and craftsmanship that is like no other. The way the curves of the ceiling scoop high and drop back down again play off the entire architecture of the home. It creates a cocoon-like haven for our homeowners with the soft lines transporting you throughout. Finally, the furniture installed has been curated to work in harmoniously with the hard finishes that have been selected throughout the home. It was really important that everything from the timbers to the fabric selected all work in with the overall design. The furniture is quite simplistic. We didn't want to clutter or fill every corner. We wanted the home to be able to breathe on its own, so the furniture is quite purposefully pared back. This home is a sanctuary that envelops you in every room. It feels safe and warm and will be a home that evokes a calming presence for many years to come. We hope that you have enjoyed this tour of this wonderful home and have a newfound appreciation for the building design, interiors and construction methods implemented to make this home truly one of a kind.